Okay, so welcome everybody, and my name is Taylor, and whether you're here live or you are watching the recording, we are so glad that you are here. We know it takes a lot to get 30 minutes, especially for me personally, but we believe in you, and that is why we invited you, and I believe in what I do. I get to inspire my family and friends for a better way of living, and they get to thrive and dream along with me. So tonight we're going to educate you. We're going to inspire you to consider what feels best for you and invite you to consider who else in your life deserves to know about it. And while we are here to educate you, we also want to make this interactive. So there's a chat button at the bottom of your screen, and throughout tonight, please comment, ask questions, and share. We're here to serve you. So everyone hold up your fist. This is one serving of fruits and vegetables. The average American needs to eat 7 to 13 servings every day. And if you're an athlete or working out, you should be getting about 16 to 19 servings. And did you know about 90% of Americans don't get enough servings a day? They may get about 3 to 5, but usually it isn't in a variety of colors and types. But don't beat yourself up, because I never got my full serving of fruit and vegetables until I started taking the Juice Plus products. We've all been there, and that's why we believe in simple and convenient. So to kick us off tonight, I'm going to share a video, and it'll explain to you guys just how we do convenient and simple. Sorry, my computer is giving me some difficulties. Can you guys see my screen? Okay.
The fact that we actually grow a lot of these products very close to the factory, we can preserve their freshness. They can be harvested and processed within just a couple hours of when they come out of the field, as opposed to maybe some of the produce you might buy in the store where it has to go through trucking and shipping and a lot of different steps to be available to you. These processes that we do are done just within a few hours of when the product's harvested.
From the farm through our plant, the fresh product actually only takes about 6 hours. When the product arrives at our farm processing plant, the product is tumbled, washed, and cleaned. The clean product is then laid out over the processing belt and slowly moved through sub-zero air. When we're doing that, we're able to freeze the product and preserve all the freshness of the product just as if it was from the field.
The sooner you can lower the temperature and control the temperature, the more you can lock in the nutrients.
When Juice Plus is looking for nutritional quality, color is very important.
Most people associate a dark red cranberry as a sign of the ripeness of that fruit.
Freshness is very important. There's a very short amount of time from when they're harvested to when they're frozen, locking in the freshness and nutrients.
While we're producing the Juice Plus powders, they have very high standards for the purity of their powders, what can go into their powders. They also have tight controls over their supply lines. They know which farms it comes from, and they have a good control over that. Also, when the products are produced, they have certain steps throughout the process for safety and purity. My favorite part of working with Juice Plus is knowing that people are benefiting from what we're doing. We put a lot of work into how we grow our ingredients and how we process them so that they're safe and high quality and nutritious. It's neat to see the results of that by seeing the customers that use them and seeing their lives improved from some of the healthy ingredients and produce that we process.
Okay, so what sets us apart in the market is our research. There have been over 40 clinical research studies that have been done on our products, double-blind, placebo-controlled, and are published in major journals all over the world. So here's an incredible video talking about diet, nutrition, and gene expression.
We all know that our genes can play an important role in developing heart disease or cancer. But what many people think, that they are just victims of their genes, is simply not true. Our lifestyle impacts more than 50% of our health, and diet plays a major role. Genes can be turned up or down by what we choose to eat. The influence of nutrition on our genes is a new field of research called nutrigenomics. Australian researchers analyzed changes in gene expression. They wanted to know whether supplementation with Juice Plus affects certain groups of genes involved in inflammation and DNA repair. And now get this. They found that over 1,600 genes were changed after just 8 weeks of taking Juice Plus. The message here is simple. Good nutrition from a wide variety of fruits and vegetables is proven, once again, to be an important component of good health.
So, my story is about a year ago. I met this girl, Abby, on social media who was sharing about fruits and veggies. And while I was intrigued, I was dealing with some personal stuff that kind of caused me to not really care about my health. I was unmotivated, both in life and at work. I would go weeks without responding to text messages. I wasn't sleeping at night. My anxiety was at an all-time high, and I didn't even recognize myself anymore. And then I kind of snapped out of it. I made a promise to myself that at the beginning of the new year, I would say yes and make a change that I desperately needed to. And if you guys knew that version of myself, you know that I'm not the same person that is sitting in front of you tonight. Saying yes in January has changed mine and my husband's life, and it's only May. In 5 short months, I feel amazing. I'm motivated again. My skin is clearing up. I'm sleeping again. My anxiety is starting to become more manageable. And this is the healthiest I've felt in about 27 years. And considering everything going on in the world, it gives me confidence. And all because I decided to say yes. And after seeing the drastic changes that were happening in my health, and loving the products that I was taking, that same girl, Abby, reached out to me again and told me about a business opportunity. And I was hesitant. My immediate answer was, nope, this isn't for me, not something I'm interested in, thanks, but no thanks. It's outside of my comfort zone, but I prayed about it, and God nudged me to say yes. And that yes was the best decision ever, because only about a month in, I have a business that gives me a little added income. It gives me the confidence that I didn't have a month ago. And most importantly, it gives me a community of women that support me, encourage me, and are my #1 cheerleaders day in and day out. And no matter what is on that paycheck, the community Juice Plus has given me is priceless. And so transitioning into one of our products, we do have a very small product line, is our Complete. Our Complete is incredible. And while my order just got here last night, I'm going to share a video with you guys about what our community is saying, and then share my friend Sarah with you.
I was a secret in the closet breakfast skipper. And when I started Juice Plus, I began to take the shakes for breakfast, and that was just a huge solution.
We used to have donuts and coffee, and that's it, or colorful cereals. Now we have a smoothie for breakfast.
I was already on Juice Plus products, but I wasn't a complete drinker, and I just decided that I would start drinking 2 shakes a day. That was my one simple change, was to add that shake to my day, and it's changed my entire life.
We know that anytime you put good stuff in your body, you're going to see some positive changes.
the complete smoothie powder was the answer and the solution for me to begin to have a delicious, nutritious breakfast on the go.
It's easy, good nutrition. I feel great about it. Giving my kids breakfast if we're in a hurry, it's perfect.
I think that the way that you start your day really affects how you end your day, and there's no better way to start your day than with fruits and vegetables.
Concentrated fruits and vegetables, how convenient is that? It's the easiest thing, most simple way to really change your lifestyle and your diet.
Our company, we're not all about just Juice Plus. We're all about inspiring healthy living around the world.
So I'm going to pass the torch over to my friend and business partner, Sarah, and she's going to chat with you about her story and the complete product.
Thank you so much, Taylor. And thank you guys so much for just coming on tonight and hearing these stories. And even those that are going to watch the recording later, thank you again just for taking time out of your night to come and learn. Okay, so I will say, y'all, and I love the phrase that he said at the end of that video, inspire healthy living around the world. I wear a lot of different hats. I'm a photographer. I've nannied for a while. But one of the things I love to say is I also promote healthy living around the world, because that always causes, like, people are like, well, what does that actually mean? So rewind a little bit. I am one of 8 kids. I'm a twin. There's like 14 grandkids. It's a lot of fun. And when I was 17 years old, out of nowhere, my mom was diagnosed and had inflammatory stage 4 breast cancer and passed away 7 months later. So we had no family medical history of it. It really threw my family for a loop, especially just my youngest sister at the time was 12. So again, no family history background. There's a lot of girls in our family, so it's something we now have to share when we go to the doctors. But fast forward, I ended up in Texas a couple years later for photography. And my dear friend Abby, who Taylor also mentioned, I grew up with her, and I started seeing, she had a lot of health stuff, and I just started seeing what Juice Plus had done for her body. When she told me about it, similar to what Taylor said, I was like, that's awesome. Like, I'm glad it's helping your health, but I just don't know. But I kept hearing so many more stories about this. And another dear friend of ours was a stage 4 ovarian cancer survivor. And that really kind of struck a chord. And when I heard her story, I started thinking that, you know what, maybe, just maybe, my sisters and I don't have to become a statistic like our mom. So the day I said yes to the product was the day I said yes to the business. And I will say it is similar to also what Taylor said, no matter what happens with the paycheck, like, it is seriously my best yes. I love the women on this team, the people too. We don't have just girls, we have guys that work here too, but I absolutely love the people on this team. And I love that we're able to like help inspire people to live their best life. And fruits and veggies, y'all, are never going to go out of style. Taylor mentioned the capsules. I also take the gummies, which are incredible, guys. They taste like fruit snacks. Like, anything where you can put a beet that tastes like a fruit snack is awesome, because I hate beets. Like, I think there's only 5 vegetables that I actually really like, let's be honest. So, and the complete, like, I love what they mentioned, y'all. There's like plants in the complete as well, like radish plants, which, okay, that's gross, but no, it's chocolate and vanilla. You can't even taste that. So good. It's gluten and dairy free and vegan. And I love that you're getting with the with also like the capsules and the gummies, you're getting so many fruits and vegetables in your diet every single day that you wouldn't normally get. And y'all, there's days I sometimes drink 2 shakes a day, but it's almost honestly like a treat and like a fun snack. And another thing I want to mention too is, so I mentioned that I have like 14 nephew nieces. The thing too that I've loved is not only have my sisters benefited from taking this, but their kids love fruits and vegetables. And they call me all the time being like, oh my gosh, they're actually eating fruits and vegetables again. So y'all, it's been huge, not only in the health realm, but also just being a part of such a fun, awesome organization where we get to encourage others and just help people dream again and empower those around us. So seriously, the best yes ever. Oh, and with that, I'm going to transition it over to my sweet friend, Mackenzie. Y'all, she is on the battlefield. She's a nurse. So she works nights too. So, which, high fives, girlfriend, that's incredible. But she's going to be sharing with you all about the omegas.
Okay, can y'all hear me? Yay, okay, thank you, Sarah. And again, like she said, thank y'all for everyone that is either watching now or gonna watch later. Like Sarah said, I'm a nurse. A little background on myself. I grew up playing volleyball. I played in college for a little bit, and I grew up being very disciplined with what I ate and how active I was. It was second nature to me, really. I was very fortunate. I didn't necessarily have to try to be where I wanted to be because I was just enjoying a sport that I loved that allowed me to be the body shape I wanted while I was active in that sport. So then when I stopped playing, it was a whole new ball game. I grew up with that team accountability. I had a coach that made me work out, that made me get up 5 a.m. to go to lift or to go to run. And not only that, but I ran with a team. So I wasn't doing it alone. So transitioning into having to make those healthy choices on my own was very difficult. Fortunately, I still pursued a career in a health field. I chose nursing, like Sarah had mentioned. And I continued to study about people, and I told myself, you know what, if I'm going to not expect people, but if I'm going to encourage people to be taking care of themselves, I need to do the same. Because I can't take care of people unless I do that for myself. So right as I got out of nursing school, I got a job, in the neurotrauma ICU. And right about that time, my fiance and I moved to Houston. And Abby as well, I was a roommate of hers in college. I was seeing all her posts about the Tower Garden she has, which is another benefit of Juice Plus. And I fell in love. I love the idea of cultivating your own food. And so I just started to follow and decided, you know what, I'm going to try the Tower Garden. And my fiance and I, that is our baby. We enjoy it so much. It's funny now, I come home from work and he'll tell me about the pH, and I'm like, oh, I'm just so proud. Like, I turned him into a man, y'all. But it's like marriage counseling. But so not only has it become our baby, but we've chosen to, eat healthier foods. Last night we ate taco salads from our garden. And it has changed our lifestyle. So, from tower to table is what they say. And a month later, I was like, you know what, I want to try the Juice Plus. I'm not taking in as much vegetables as I could. Like Sarah said, I eat very few. I love vegetables, but I don't know how to cook them that well, honestly. And so, when I cook broccoli, it just doesn't taste the same, unless you put cheese on it. So I chose to do the chewables, which was by far the best. It's like fruit snacks. And I fell in love with it. And again, through that process, by joining, I also got to meet all these amazing girls. And I had that accountability team again. I had people that were encouraging me daily, not just in my health life, but in my prayer life, just in general, being a better woman. And it's a great community. I didn't realize the community I got myself into, that I'm forever grateful for. That being said, another product that we sell is the Omegas. And being a nurse and being a neuro nerd, a brain nerd on my floor, I was super excited when Taylor asked me to talk about Omegas because, y'all, they're so important. And let me first start by saying I am a huge skeptic. Like Taylor and like Sarah, when I first started to look into this, like I said, I'm nursing. So for me, it's like, okay, all natural. It's all you got to do. You don't have to take pre-workout. You don't have to do all the things. So I looked everything up. And I'm not kidding. I'm holding it now. These are my notes from when I first started this process. And I pulled them out because I think it's imperative when you take all these new things, knowing the research behind it, which is great because Juice Plus has that for you. They provide that for you. So first, let me just say this. I am ADHD. You can maybe tell with how I talk, but I'll get to that later. Just take note of that. So what are the Omegas? They have what's called DHA, and I'm going to read from my notes because some of these are really big words. It's I'm not even going to pronounce it. It's DHA for short. It's an omega-3 fatty acid, and your body does not make this. You have to have it in your intake. It's a primary structural component of the human brain and the cerebral cortex, your brain, skin, and retina. So also, some of you ladies do the Omega mask. It's really great for your skin, helps clear it up, helps with your brain focus, all of the things. DHA is the biggest component in the Omegas. The second biggest component is an EPA. Again, I'm not going to pronounce it, but I can always type it in the chat when Ashley's talking. It's found in cold water fish like salmon, and it's used in combo with the DHA in the Omegas. So just briefly, I mean, I could talk about this forever, but briefly, why is it important? So it lowers your triglycerides, which is super important as far as your cardiovascular health. You know, it prevents stroke later on in life. And in general, just your vessels are much stronger. It reduces inflammation in rheumatoid arthritis, asthma, and just in general with the fish oil. It supports your brain function, which I've mentioned, and your eye health. And it increases your blood flow to your brain and mental tasks. Y'all, for ADHD, so I read a study about how research shows that ADHD people like myself have lower DHA levels. So by taking the omegas, I've now increased my levels in my body, and it's helped like tremendously with my focus. So on top of that, just again briefly, it reduces risk of early preterm births, supports muscle recovery after exercise, reduces the risk of cancer, like Sarah kind of touched on. And again, just with chronic inflammation, it helps with that, which again, for me, it's one of my biggest insecurities is when I'm bloated, y'all. I'm not trying to put a swimsuit on and go outside and tan. So it really helps me, you know, I take it in the mornings and I take it at night, and it makes me feel better. I'm not as bloated throughout the day. So I could go on forever, but if you have any questions or want any of the information I have, I could definitely send it to you. But in the meantime, I'm going to introduce we're going to watch a video. Right, Taylor? We're going to watch a video over the omegas, and then Ashley will come on after.
I was muted that entire time. I'm sorry. Anyway, the sound sounded great on my end. I apologize, but I can share the link to the video so you guys can actually hear it in the chat. So I will, I guess, transition over to my friend Ashley, and she is going to share her story and what the business has done for her.
All right, can you hear me? All right, perfect. All right, thank you so much, Taylor, for allowing me to share my story tonight, especially with your friends and family, because I know you want to be able to trust the people that are sharing this information. But my name's Ashley. I graduated from Texas A&M with a degree in nutrition. But don't worry, like you don't have to have a degree in nutrition to like get on this product, I promise. But for as long as I could remember, I've had severe digestive issues. And that eventually led to anxiety and depression. So I was in a constant battle with myself with all three of these conditions and had no motivation to do anything, which going to Texas A&M or even college in general, you have to have motivation to get through the courses. I had no energy. I couldn't sleep throughout the night. I was dehydrated, and I could not eat anything without feeling sick. So I was giving my life away allowing my anxiety, depression, and digestive issues and letting them control it. And I finally said, no, I don't want them to control it anymore. And I finally, in 2018, I was done. So I wanted the help. and I came across my sweet friend, like everyone has mentioned here tonight, Abby's Instagram post, and she was sharing her testimony, and I felt that she understood what I was going through. And having anxiety and depression, you always feel alone. So I immediately acted on my gut, like my gut feeling, immediately acted on that and asked her about Juice Plus. Now at that time, being a nutrition major, I was like, this is too good to be true. There's no way. I'm sitting here studying nutrition and have no idea what Juice Plus is. And so I conducted my own personal research, and afterwards I was like, there's nothing I can lose. So I took it. In November of 2018, I finally said yes to the Trio and the Complete Shakes. Guys, it literally changed my life. After a month, I felt hydrated. I had energy. My mood was so much better. And then I was able to consume the Complete Shake mix without feeling sick, which was huge. And then also I had more frequent bowel movements. That, guys, like immediately changed. And so finally, after almost 2 years of being on the product, I said yes to this business last month. And this has been an amazing journey. In the beginning, I was terrified. I was scared to put my personal information out there. I was scared of people making fun of me, what they thought of me. And I was just in constant fear of like, I don't know, just what people thought. And my anxiety was battling. I was like, you know what? It's battling me again. So I took a leap of faith and joined the community. And this experience has taught me so much about myself. My confidence level's up. I would have never been able to speak in front of anyone if this was a couple years or even a couple months ago, actually. And this community has inspired me each and every day. And just locking arms with these wonderful women tonight has been a dream come true. So it's definitely been a super amazing journey. But hopefully you've been inspired tonight. And I'm going to tell you 3 ways that you could become involved. So you can become a customer of Taylor's. So definitely get with her if you want to order anything. It's super easy, it's fast, and the company itself ships it directly to you. And I, in my process of the shipments, they get here pretty fast. Secondly, you could actually sponsor a child. You can join or order a duo, which is the fruits and vegetables, and you can sponsor a child for free, which is basically if they are 4 to undergrad and college, they get free Juice Plus for up to 4 years. Like, that is huge, guys. That's amazing. That I've never heard of any company that would actually do that for just to inspire healthy living. And then third, you can become a part of this wonderful community for $52 a year and inspire healthy living to your friends and family and who you think would deserve to learn about this. So thank you so much for listening to my story. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or even to Taylor, and she can reach out to me. And we are so glad that you were able to join us tonight.
So now that I've unmuted myself, I'm going to share one more video with you guys. And
I think our business model really addresses what people are looking for in kind of the gig economy. The primary reason for that is that our business model is very simple, and it has been very simple for almost 50 years now.
Juice Plus does everything for you. They bill, ship, collect directly to end consumer. All you have to do is share the product and your experience and help others do the same. It does not get more simple than that.
This is a great way to just use the moments, the busyness of your life, and weave this business into everything that you're currently doing.
And I get to do it when I want, with who I want. I do have that choice, which is amazing.
Other jobs, there are things out there, for instance, ride sharing, driving, deliveries.
You're stuck in an office, or you're behind your cash register, or you're working for someone else.
I think it's hard to put a price on being your own boss.
And it's something that goes way beyond just taking our products. It's come with us, get inspired, get educated, get motivated.
It took me from feeling like a stuck stay-at-home mom that was just trying to get through each day to why not help other people experience this, or at least let them know about it, while also working this business with my own personality and in the way that I want to.
It really is about changing lives, inspiring healthy living, and making a difference.
What makes the Juice Plus Company unique is this incredible partnership that we have between the people that are out there sharing Juice Plus and how we at corporate do the best we can to support it.
Step by step, from the first level to the next level, someone is there for you.
The company has done an incredible job placing all the infrastructure in place to help you be successful.
There's never been a better time to start the Juice Plus business. If you're asking why, I would say why not?
It takes three things: sharing your story, sharing the product, and sharing the business opportunity. And oh, by the way, let's have some fun.
There's no overhead. The company does the shipping and the billing for us. All we get to do is talk to people and care for people and educate people on the power of nutrition.
And the most researched nutrition product in the world with the best people in the world. And I don't know who wouldn't want to be a part of this.
Come and join us. Come and join and see what happens when you get a group of people that are locked in on understanding what nutrition can do to the body. Experience the joy and the wellness of it. It's very exciting. I'm telling you, it's exciting.
So, this business has changed my life. It's changed Mackenzie's, it's changed Sarah's, it's changed Ashley's, and it's $52. It's $52 per year with no quota or inventory. Whether you need to better your health, improve your financial situation, or you want to make an impact, our community is here for you. Thank you so much for being here tonight and taking a portion of your evening to spend with me. And I hope you all have a great Memorial Day weekend. And I will talk to you later.